Hi, everyone. Welcome to our third session in our mini mindful moments series. I'm going to share some information with you. Today's session is focused on how you can hold your own with scary people. I'm still adjusting my screen here so that I can see all of you and what's going on. So I am Karen Tax. And I am a leadership coach who loves leading mindfulness practices. I've been doing it for about 3 years now with my corporate clients, and it's really pretty extraordinary what we're seeing happening in these organizations. So you can typically join me in my Zoom room here at the end of the sessions for a debrief and Q&A. If you have any questions about how it's going, I'm happy to talk with you about how to have this work for you. So all of our mini mindful moments are guided by a tool that I created called the IMX Compass, which is based on the rhythm of the seasons and the days, which is something that we can all relate to. We can be our very unique and different selves, and at the same time come from a common ground that we understand with the seasons and the days. And I've provided an experience of the compass in our first practice, mindfulness practice, which is recorded. So if you miss that one, please make sure you go back and experience it when you have a chance. The link is in the description. So the north of the compass is where we can learn together and about ourselves from the season of winter. The specific aspect of winter that we will be focusing on today is growing our awareness. So, in mindfulness, awareness can be defined simply as when you're paying attention to what you're paying attention to. You can think of it as your life force energy. It's awareness of your life force energy. So, paying attention to your life force energy, what you're paying attention to. So the north is where we do what plants do in winter, which is grow our roots deeper. And in these mindfulness practices, what roots are we deepening? We're deepening our roots of awareness, where we can become more clear and confident and courageous in our personal leadership. And this allows us to grow farther as leaders in our organizations, where we can see more possibilities, we can grow our capacity and our ability to do things farther and have a positive impact on the world around us. And all of this allows us to embrace challenges instead of being mowed over by them. I like this graphic, this image of the Karate Kid in particular, the way he's just eyes wide open to the challenge in front of him. So most of us avoid difficult people and situations out of habit, right? Like that's what we do because and I think of the root cause of this is because we're disconnected from our personal agency. And when we do this, we end up with conflict and mistrust, usually with a facade of harmony going on around it. It's like, you're trying to make sure everything's okay by pretending it's okay, but you're not actually dealing with the difficult thing that's underlying. So navigating challenges with whatever confidence that you can muster is important, because when we encounter scary people or situations, we can bring our personal leadership in powerful ways that builds trust and connection. This is absolutely possible, and more people are doing it all the time. And you can learn how to do this too. So the north is where we become aware of how to use our healthy power in ways that honor and respect others while retaining our agency. So it's not an us versus them dynamic. It's like, I'm powerful and respectful of you. So holding our own with scary people or in scary situations. I think of this as like with a smile or not. It comes up often with my clients. You might be surprised at how often leaders feel intimidated or threatened. Even those with the most formal power and authority in organizations, it's really normal. And when you feel threatened and act from feeling threatened, you create conflict. That's just what happens. And and creating conflict isn't necessarily a bad thing. And intimidating people aren't bad. We're all human. We all have faults. And yet it's good to know how to hold your own when things get scary. And so by holding your own, I mean accessing the qualities of your best self, maintaining your ability to be clear and confident and courageous with scary people and situations. So we can explore and deepen our ability to do this with mindfulness practices, which I am going to take you into right now. I'm going to stop sharing and have us just be together in this mindfulness practice, me and you, going deeper into me and you. And so as you settle into this practice, gather all of yourself here, all of your energy, your thoughts, your feelings, and give yourself the gift of your full attention. Noticing in this moment your breath, just breathing naturally, just happens without your control or effort. This natural exchange between you and the world around you and your environment. Noticing your body and the aliveness in your body that comes with every breath. And as you notice that aliveness, this is you can see it as the life force energy that animates you, that is you. Let yourself feel that aliveness in this moment. And also let yourself be supported by whatever you're sitting on or lying on. I have some of my corporate people just lay on the floor because that's what they like to do. Let yourself be comfortable in this practice. And notice the environment you're in right now, the room or space that you're in. And notice that you are safe. You have enough. And let the energy of you, the aliveness of you, feel it in your body. It's from head to toes, you are alive. And in every cell, the billions of cells in your body are alive. Let yourself feel this energy and let it drop through your body, your awareness of this energy. Drop through your body and down through the ground, into the ground. And let your energy be connected, tethered to the earth. There's more energy here now, not less. And grounding helps us to feel safe. So let yourself be in full contact with the depths of yourself. now in this moment, beyond any roles that you feel, beyond your personality. Just let yourself be aware of the energy and aliveness of you that is constant. It's the part of you that can always feel safe because no one can harm it. So let yourself be with the depths of who you are, where you can be open and engaged with yourself and also connected to all of life, resilient with whatever happens. You can think of this again as connecting with, maybe you can look out a window and see some trees or plants out there, the sky. Just let yourself be connected with life, living things, non-living things, the planet. You might notice as you're doing this how your energy, your awareness of your energy expands. There's a whole lot of energy here for you to tap into, always more. So continue to be aware of your breath, again, always in exchange with life, and also with the depths of the resilient you. How it is that this happens is just amazing. Connected to you and the depths of you and all of life around you. There's no conflict here, no either or, no us versus them. Aware of the depths of the resilient you, connected to something bigger than you, while at the same time you're staying grounded and aware of resilient you. And as you do this, let your mind move into a review of the past week and today, or maybe what lies ahead. And let yourself think about what's scary. One thing, a person or a situation, or something you're not looking forward to. Let yourself go there to be with what's scary or hard. Right now, I have some very scary for me in-law sibling stuff going on. It feels very, it's frankly, it's terrifying. It's hard. So let yourself go there and notice your thoughts. Notice your feelings. What's happening with your energy? You might feel some amping up of energy. You might feel some collapse of your energy. Just notice. When I think of the family situation I'm navigating, my breath, it's, I have to take some deep breaths because my breath gets really shallow in the terror. And just know that you can breathe through that if that's happening. We're not trying to analyze the scary person or situation. We're not fixing anything here. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're simply being with the scary thing and strategically noticing. We're allowing awareness to touch what's going on. Notice what's going on inside of you. I'm letting myself feel my terror, and I am bringing my aliveness with me to be with me, to be with you in our awareness. So we are with what's scary at the same time. We're bringing in or remembering that feeling of connection to something bigger than you. We're in this life together. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are growing your awareness of how you, and think of this as your roots of awareness of how you are connected to life. And this can lead to awareness of how you can be held and supported and guided by life. So notice your body as we're in this together and see if you can be in a posture of, I like to think of this as like best self dignity. You're bringing dignity and respect with you and how you are showing up. And this is where you can be open and curious when things get scary. Open and curious in a way that works for you, where you're standing in your power and you get to choose. You get to choose and be clear about what's important to you, confident in your gifts and talents, courageous in the strength of your heart. So, what does standing in your power look and feel like to you? You don't have to be open to everything. I am certainly not open to all that's going on with the in law siblings. Definitely not. So, you get to invite only that which is a blessing to you, only appreciation, and say no to the blame and the judgment and the gossip. You get to say no to those things. They're not good for anyone. And you can invite only the energy and information that supports you and others, right? Calling the people who may be struggling with you or something that's happening. It's like everybody can rise in this. As you rise, everyone can rise. Indeed, when you trust yourself to stand for yourself, you can bring trust and connection with you when you show up with others on your terms, honoring and respecting them doing the same. So relax in this moment and feel the trust that you can have in your own resilience and wisdom. Feel the trust that you can have in your own agency. Feel the trust that you can have in your perspective. all of this might feel tentative at first, and that's fine. It starts out that way. Know that it's okay to be scared or reactive, and that's not all of who you are. It's not all of who the scary person is either. Know that it's okay to make mistakes. This is how we learn. In this moment, let yourself feel connected with the depths of yourself, your aliveness, awareness, rooting deeper. And let yourself feel your inherent connection to the abundance of life. You can't not belong because you inherently do belong. So, as you consider the scary person or situation, what deeply matters to you? For me, it's about connection in the sacred parts of life and in sacred transitions of life, and truly being together in that. I'm not talking about the convenient thing, like I just want this problem to go away or this person to be different or whatever, right? That's not what we're going for here. It's a deeper thing. What deeply matters to you. So, whatever feeling of things being scary or hard that you've been experiencing, you can just set that down for a moment and show up as your clear, confident, courageous best self, your essential self as you can, even just a glimmer of this. We're not forcing our way into, making ourselves be our best. That's not what we're doing here. We're just like, where's the glimmer of that that's always here? A scary person thing, it can still be there, but you don't have to control it. And the scary doesn't need to cloud your vision of seeing what's really here. There's always beauty here if you give yourself a moment of opening to that possibility. From the depths of who you are, this abundant life, you can face challenges with clarity and confidence and courage because that's who you are, along with your beautiful humanity that gets scared. It's not either or. So, from the agency of your best self, the abundance of your aliveness, you can more deeply listen to yourself first, and then to others with whatever conditions you bring. And then speak your truth when the time is right, how it's right. So let yourself relax in knowing that we are all connected in the abundance of life. And as you go through your day, the invitation, we're going to come out of the practice now. So as you go through your day, I want you to connect with the agency of your best self, knowing that from here you can live from a healthy power that enlivens everyone and everything around you. It's not always going to look pretty, folks. You know, it's time for us to recognize that life is messy, and trying to keep things all neat and pinned up. Yeah, that's just really hard because that's not how things are. So, next steps: connect with your best self agency and practice being in your healthy power. Thank you so much to everyone for being with me in this practice. Um, there are comments that you can put down below. So I would love to see what your experience has been of this practice and any questions that you might have about mindfulness practices and how to use these. We call this applied mindfulness, what we do here at IMX. So, how you can take this self awareness and use it in practical ways in your life to create situations where everyone can win. Okay, thanks so much. Bye bye.